Hi, welcome back to This Mama Loves. I'm Lauri, and this is my channel. um, Mainly, I have been documenting my weight loss journey using Weight Watchers. Um, I do throw in every now and again something else. Um, I'm going to do a weigh-in video today. So, um, and I will have actually a November favorites video. Kind of been debating doing it because I don't think there's much change in my favorites from October. I have to think on it and see and go back. Um, so there's that. But like I don't have a makeup favorite because for all of November I have not worn any makeup whatsoever. So yeah. Um, but let's just get into the weight in thing. So I mentioned in earlier what I eat in a day about my some changes I'm trying to implement in my journey. I have discussed quite a bit on my channel about my challenges of late night snacking, and that's one of my most difficult times in the day. I'm pretty good all day long. Um, there are days when I don't even have snacks in between my meals. Sometimes, like today, my snacks were fruit, mainly grapes because oranges were bad. Um, so I don't necessarily have the urge to snack much during the day. My biggest thing is late night. So late at night, I'm up because also I have trouble sleeping. Um, just so much stuff goes through my head that it makes it difficult for me to sleep. So usually I'm up late, I'm watching TV, and then while watching TV, I snack. And sometimes I snack and snack and snack, and they're not good snacks. you know, what I have found is that popcorn is helpful. And I had brought, my hands are so dry. My hands have been excessively dry during, this time with all of the hand sanitizers and things like that I use. And they're just, but anyways, um, popcorn helps me. And, but there are days like last night, popcorn was not going to help. I didn't even make the popcorn. So a thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have popcorn ready to go. Um, I've seen the WW gays and how they make a big batch of popcorn and then they have like their popcorn bowl and things like that. Um, I might do that, or I just might pop the popcorn earlier in the day so it's already um, measured out. So I think maybe I'll just do that early in the day so at night I already have it ready. But last night was not a good night. I ate all the wrong things. It wasn't even like snack food. Like I had Chinese food, leftover Chinese. But neither here nor there. So let's get into our weigh-in. Saturday. Saturday's my weigh-in day. And I can't remember. I was down, not by much, but that was a surprise to me because I thought I was going to be higher. Um, because what I had wanted to do was um, save the majority of my weeklies for Thanksgiving Day to give myself whatever cushion I might need. And that was not how it happened. Um, each day I kind of just went over points. And so by the time Thanksgiving came, I didn't have a lot. I think I had like 17 um, daily points, if that. I mean, not daily, weekly points, if that, left by Thanksgiving Day. But what I did on Thanksgiving Day was I paced myself. Like I did a meat and cheese board and cracker board early in the morning for everybody just to pick and graze at. And I had some too. I also included fruit and vegetables on the board. And I even bought a whole separate fruit platter from the grocery store, actually. And I found a light fruit yogurt dip, which I really didn't use much. I think I had one dip. That's it. Like I just did one piece of fruit in it, and that was it. It was good, but I can eat my fruit without dip. But everybody else loved it, so it still went over good. Um, so I'm counting Thanksgiving as a success because I I'm not saying that I ate intuitively per se. I just tried to be conscious of what I was eating. I did put it down in the tracker, but I didn't necessarily weigh and measure what I was eating. So whatever I put in the tracker was pretty much a guesstimate. It could have been high at one point for some stuff. It could have been lower than what it should be, and for other things. Same thing when I finished the dinner. Again, I didn't weigh and measure. I just put food on my plate. I tried to be conscious of what the portion size like, but if I'm honest, I did go back for seconds for like the macaroni and cheese and the ham. Um, what I try to do with my meals is because I'm cooking for everybody, not just myself. Um, I tried to make substitutions where I could for some of the things. So like when I made the mac and cheese, I used fat-free half and half, and I used I think it was 2% milk. Is it 2% milk or 2% skim milk? Whatever. I think it's 2% milk. Um, Velveeta cheese, the brick. And then I also used fat-free cheddar cheese with it as well. Um, Same thing with the potatoes. When I made mashed potatoes. I'm sorry. Not mashed potatoes. I made sweet potatoes. I used the Country Crock Light, which points, but it's a lot less points than using butter or full fat butter. Um, and then I used sugar replacement. So instead of brown sugar and white sugar, I used the monk fruit sweetener. So I used the Lakanto monk fruit golden sugar, which is a sugar replacement for brown sugar, and I used the um, their classic monk fruit um, sweetener for white sugar. And the turkey I just made, regular turkey, seasoning, whatever, whatever. And what else did I make? We had corn, and I bought the Trader Joe's scallop potatoes, the frozen ones, which my husband loves. So I bought that mainly for him. I did have a little sliver of it, but it was like a tiny, tiny, not even like 1/4 of the container. And the container is not ginormous. It's about like this big, this wide, and like this thick, maybe. Um, and that's the container. The potatoes are a little lower than that in there. But I just try to be conscious of my portion sizes, but not deprive myself of what I wanted to eat. After lunch, I also did pull out like a snack platter, had different kinds of cookies on there and everything. Um, and that went over great. And I tried 2 cookies. I really was, I was good. Same thing when I made the stuffing. Instead of the pork sausage, breakfast sausage, I used a turkey breakfast sausage. Um, so, there's some things I did to try to mitigate those higher point ingredients in my meal plan. Um, so having that, and I definitely had a dessert. I did have a slice of the coconut cream pie I bought. Um, I had all that. I loved the meal. I loved the day. It was such a great day with family. My stepson came. Um, my husband had just recently taken a COVID test because he had an ear infection, which that's what we knew it was, but his doctor wouldn't see him unless he took a COVID test, which also meant that he could not go back to work unless he had 2 COVID tests that tested negative within at least a 24-hour time frame. Um, it's very hard to get tested right now here because there's so many cases. The test time is a you have to wait to get tested. So for my husband's doctor, they wanted it through their medical system. They would not accept outside testing. But they were so backed up that you couldn't schedule an appointment to take a test. They would call you when they were coming up to any openings. And he was about 2 days in, 3 days in, as their infection getting worse. He decided to go to CVS because he also had an online, like an on-call doctor or a doctor on demand, I think. I think through his job or through their insurance, through his job, they have that option. And he did a COVID test through CVS, which they give you a 3-day span to book your appointments, and the earliest was 3 days out from, or 2 days out, I guess, from when he was setting up the appointment. So he eventually did get that test back. It was negative. He called the on-demand doctor, so he was able to get his antibiotics for the ear infection. But it was just a hectic week, a lot of stress. But anyways, my stepson had been tested pretty recently too for COVID, so we knew everybody was negative. So we just had a small little Thanksgiving here, um, which was great. Everybody loved it. I think I'm gonna do the meat and cheese spread again as well. Friday, I kind of tried to eat back on track. Saturday, I was a point high day, as was Sunday, but um, weighed in on Saturday and was surprised. So, like I said, I thought I was going to have a gain because I know what I ate on Thursday was over my dailies and those weeklies, but not so bad. So I had a point 0.3 loss, which was not bad. The week before that, I also had a point 0.3 loss. Um, and this is me coming back off of a 2.1 gain, 2.1 pound gain. So I'm trying to get back down from that, which I am doing. Week before, so about 3 weeks ago, I did have a +3 gain. And the week before that, I had a 1 pound loss. So the week I had the 2.1 pound gain was the week of Halloween. And then that following week, I had lost a pound. Then the week after that, I gained 0.3. Then the week after that, I lost 0.3. And then this weigh-in, I again lost 0.3. So I'll take them. I'm never going to poo-poo a loss, even if it's 0.1 loss. A loss is a loss. My plan had been, and I'm going to try to see if I can really follow through with this for the remainder of this week, is try not to go over my dailies. So these last few days, I have gone over my dailies, best laid plans, I have not gotten a blue dot since when, let me tell you. I've not had a blue dot at all this entire week since my weigh-in day. And I have 1 point left remaining of my weeklies. So, yeah. Right now, how things look, well, I don't know. Let me not say. Hopefully, anyways, by time dinner and all that, I'll have some points left over. Hopefully, at least enough points for popcorn. So when I do the popcorn, I'll have anywhere between 3 tablespoons or 4 tablespoons of the popcorn kernels to pop, which makes a good amount, like a lot of popcorn. And I'll just snack on that for the night. So my plan is I am going to try to not go over any of my dailies the rest of this week. And I'm going to make popcorn earlier in the day so that by late night, I have popcorn already made. No excuses. Last night, I didn't even attempt to make the popcorn. I just ate potato chips and the leftover Chinese food. So, but prior to this, though, the last few weeks, I've been doing the popcorn thing, and that had been helping, and I did have a loss. I mean, it's not a huge loss because, again, I had been going over those dailies with other things during the day that I was eating. Sometimes I would plan out my day's meal, and then, my husband, would get takeout, or we have to run an unexpected errand, and then that means we have to buy dinner because I don't have time to cook. Or by the time we come home for everyone to eat, it'll be late, whatever. So, and then if I see the takeout, like I can be like, okay, at home I already have something. I don't need it. But if we go to McDonald's, I want the McDonald's fries. Like today, we're going to have McDonald's because we need to run to the grocery store. Which is making me have to rethink what I'm going to do for dinner. And like if we do that, in order for me not to go over my points, the only thing I can get are either their small fries or like their 4-piece nuggets. And that'll leave me some wiggle room with popcorn. So, like if I get the fries, it's going to leave me 2 points for popcorn, which that'll be 2 tablespoons. And I'm not really going to feel that. Like, that's not going to be enough to satisfy me really and truly because I'm going to want more. And the same thing, if I get the nuggets, that's 7 points as well. So it's like for 4-piece nuggets. So I might have to muster up whatever little bit of willpower I have and not eat McDonald's and try to stick to what I planned for my dinner. We'll see. But anyway, so that's my weigh-in this week. So it was pretty successful because it was an unexpected loss. If I had just maintained, that would have been unexpected. So anyways, that is my weigh-in for this week. I'm going to try to see if I can do every Wednesday a weigh-in Wednesdays. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye.